Let's dive in, not waste your guys' time. Here at Vagabond Builds with James Sandin for car review and car products. Well, to my left, I have the 2025 Jetta Volkswagen in the SE trim, middle brother of 5. Coming over to the higher trim, the SEL trim, and let's talk price tags. To the SE, I have a $28,200 price tag. Then we come over to the SEL, which is $30,700 price tag. Literally difference is about $2,500. Before we do continue, please like and subscribe to our channel. We truly need and appreciate your guys' support. If you got something for us to film, here's our email below. Emails, we'll talk details later. And a special shout out to Nilo Volkswagen here in Sacramento, California for providing us these beautiful Jettas for this walk around comparison. Also guys, stay tuned. We're dropping those MSRP stickers. So what are the differences on the front with regards to the 2025 SE versus the SEL? See this chrome trim right here? On the SEL, you're getting an LED bar. Here on the SE, you don't get the LED bar. Everything else is exactly the same. LED front headlights, lower grille, same exact matte black, and some face going on, high gloss black, as well as some hyper silver trim and active or live air vents here. LED bar, that's literally the only difference here on the front, okay? Let's move forward. Sides, coming over to the wheel area. Starting with the cheaper model, we have the Kumos 205 55 17s, and those are the Kumo Solaces. Machine surface silver, high gloss black on the color, different design. Coming over to the SEL. Size difference on the rubber. This is a Hankook Kinergy GT, so a better rubber. And the size on this is a 225 45 18, so it is a bigger rim and a thinner rubber. Machine surface silver with high gloss black and a sportier or SEL, let's say, standard rim. Over to the side mirrors. Side mirrors differences. Integrated light here on the SEL, no integration of the light, but both still have the blind spot assist and the heated options, okay? Then we come over to the top. The reason I'm gonna mention this to you guys is because on the SE, the tilt slide moonroof option does come optioned, okay? This is an add-on on the price tag on the SE. To come over to the SEL, this is standard, so this is not added on to the price tag, so keep that in mind, okay? Similarities, both have keyless fob entries, chrome trim on the bottom of the windows, and matte black plastic on the top going around. Shooting over to the rear, we have 4-wheel disc brakes on both SE and SEL. Now let's go over to the rear. So the only difference back here with regards to SE versus SEL is going to be this SEL trim, letting you know which trim you have here and here, as well as the chrome on the bumper, okay? The rear bumper on the SEL comes a little bit more luxurious looking because of the chrome. No chrome on the SE, it's just matte black plastic. One thing I do want to mention also is that on the SE, this scuff pad is optional, okay? On the SEL, the scuff pad is standard. So between that add-on tilt slide moonroof option and that scuff pad, you might be looking at around $3,000 to $3,500 difference between the trims if you don't have the scuff pad and that glass up top, okay? Keep that in mind. I'm only gonna pop one trunk because both trunks are exactly the same. 14.1 cubic feet of space on that. Let's go ahead and pop open. Both have spare tires, and the backrest of that back bench do drop down. A 40% are on the left, 60% are on the right, and the latches are right here. Let's go ahead and drop this. You guys might want to know about powertrains. Well, powertrains are exactly the same. 1.5 liter, 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, paired together with an 8-speed automatic transmission, 158 horsepower, 184 pounds-feet of torque, MPG, 29 city, 40 highway, and a 13.2 gallon gas tank size, okay? Now let's talk interior differences. Before we continue with this video, if you find yourself in the Sacramento, California, or the greater Sacramento area like Rockland, Roseville, Elk Grove, and many other cities, if you need a passenger van rental for the friends and the family for the fun activities such as San Francisco, Napa Valley Wine Country, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, Yellowstone, and many other places, use the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals. We also deliver. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Now let's continue showing you guys the difference, what the difference in price tag brings you. We are sitting inside the SE trim first. This is the cheaper trim. Starting with the seating surfaces, Vienna leather in the SEL versus here we have the leather A. So this is a fake leather. It looks like Vienna leather, but it's not. Keep that in mind. The front seats do come ventilated, all right, in the SEL, not in the SE, all right? As well as the driver's seat does have memory seating which the SEL gets the memory and the SE does not get the memory. Door inlays, different design on the inlays and high gloss black around the handle. Then we come over to the dashboard. Dashboard has stitching here in the SEL, no stitching in the SE. Coming over to the 8-inch screen, differences in the 8-inch screen. If I go ahead and click that little touch sensitive car icon, go to selection here. We have only 2 here on the list because I don't have a driver cockpit display on the car details what it's doing. Here on the SE. In the SEL, I'll show you guys that. Then we don't have navigation in the SE. The SEL comes standard navigation, and you're going to see that square here. All right, and I'll show you guys that a little bit later, as well as the difference in colors, blue versus the red. Both do come with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and Sirius XM and an internet radio. Keep that in mind, okay? Dropping down over to the dual climate control area. The only difference is, see this defroster, this recirculation button here, it replaces the off button in Y because the ventilation touch sensitive buttons come here and here. Keep that in mind. Then we come over to the center console. Engine on off. The only difference you get is the eco. You'll have a different button here saying modes, and you get 4 different drive modes. Well, 2 different extra add-ons because you have a normal drive mode in the SE and an eco, but you don't get the 2 add-on options. I'm going to show you guys that in the SEL. Then we come over to the rear view mirror. Rear view mirror in the SEL is optional. You get compass integration as well as garage door integration. Coming over to the cluster, non-full digital cluster, to where the SEL gets the full digital cluster. Click that OK. This is what the views look like. So the views are different completely, as well as you mess around with the gauges, and this is what your gauges look like, or your info cards, okay? You also have a heated steering wheel here on the SEL, but you don't have it in the SE. You're gonna see that button right here. Keep that in mind as well, okay? That's pretty much the differences here in the front. Now let's shoot over to the second row seating and then show you what the SEL gets you. Don't want to waste your guys' time back here. The only difference is the heated seats. Here and here, you're going to see 2 buttons in the SEL. You don't get them in the SE. And of course, the leatherette versus the Vienna leather here on the back bench wrapping. That is it. Now let's jump inside the SEL. Now let's talk seating. What did I say about the differences? Vienna leather looks a whole lot more richer. The perforation into the leather because of the ventilation seating, as well as the memory buttons on the driver, and you will see that here in this picture. Coming over to the door inlays, different design on the inlays, also the high gloss black around that handle, giving it a way more luxurious feel on the door itself, the door panel. Come over here, we get the stitching here as well, which leads us over to this 8-inch screen to show you guys the difference in tech. Remember, I clicked on or tapped on that car icon. Coming over to the selection, you have the digital cockpit, shows you what you're doing. Okay, view 1, view 2, view 3, and you actually change the info here on the center of those gauges, all right? We could go over to classic, and it looks like that, right? Come over to menu. Remember I told you guys about the navigation? This is SEL, all right? That's a big difference, I have to say. That's almost like a make it or break it for me. Coming over to menu, and that's pretty much it with regards to the differences. Dropping down, ventilation seating. You don't get that in the SE. They're right there. And because of that, they pushed over the recirculation button or touch sensitive button here. And you now just, what you do to turn it off is you just click that lower fan and it shows off instead of having an off button. All right. Now here, look at the mode. Instead of having the eco, they replaced it with mode. When I press it, it shows the eco here, but you get sport and custom, eco and normal. So you already have these 2 there on the SE, but you get sport and custom on this screen itself, or on the SEL Edition 2. Coming over to the rear view mirror, it is frameless, optional. Remember, this is to add on garage door opening integration with the compass integrated, okay? Now over to the driver cockpit cluster screen. Way different, full digital screen. I have to say, this is another make it or break it for me. You could change that view there, and I'm gonna show you guys that right now. Change the view into a simplified look, all right? 3 different views there. You could also change the info cards with the arrows, just a whole lot richer look on the SEL, I have to say, okay? Now, heated steering wheel, you get that button right there. Remember I told you guys, heated steering wheel there. All right. And that is about it here in the front, guys. Now let's shoot over to the second row seating and finish up with this video. Now, here in the back, you get the Vienna seating with the perforation in the leather, as well as the heated seat button here, and that is a huge make it or break it for me as well. So 3 major things is the navigation, the cluster, the heated seats, and also the ventilation, guys. Between these 2 exact units, about $2,500. I know if you don't have the SE with the moonroof or the scuff plate, you're saving about, I forget, it's about $800 or something like that, give and take. Here's the MSRP stickers. First to the SE, coming in at that $28,174 mark. And now here's the MSRP sticker to the SEL, coming in at $30,724, all right? So literally about $2,500, give and take, around there. Hopefully, you guys let me know in the comment section below which one would you guys choose. If you ask me, I'm spending that extra $2,500 for the SEL. One other thing I forgot to mention that's a huge difference is that the SEL does come with ambient lighting. All right, you're going to see that on the front dashboard right under that stitching that I mentioned to you guys. All right, so keep that in mind. Big difference is for that extra $2,500, I'm a bell and whistle guy. I'm always going for the bells and whistles for that extra little $2,000, $3,000 that we see all the time between the car differences or trims. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. God bless you.